I got myself started by giving myself a start. That's what Madam C.J. Walker told a group of black business leaders in 1912 at the National Negro Business League convention. That's also part of the legacy of this great American. Madam Walker was an extraordinary entrepreneur, hair care industry pioneer, philanthropist, and political activist. Her life touched the lives of millions worldwide.
What the Walker legacy says is something that we would all do well to remember, be us young, old, black, white, or what have you. And that is that if you work hard and just really care about what you're doing and keep your eye on the prize, you can be an achiever and you can make a difference.
Madam C.J. Walker died in May of 1919. Her daughter A'Lelia took over the business, and in 1927, on Indianapolis's near west side, built this building in her mother's honor. It became the centerpiece of what was known as the Avenue, Indiana Avenue, the cultural and social mecca of Indianapolis's black community.
It basically was built to represent what she had stood for under the direction of her daughter A'Lelia and her business manager F.B. Ransom. And I think the building pretty much carried forward its mission, because I think what it tried to do was to provide opportunities for the black community that had not existed. I know you're aware that at one point Madam Walker had sued the Isis Theater, I think this was in 1915, for discrimination. And thus the building had a theater because Madam Walker had said at that time she wished there was a theater in Indianapolis where black people could go and be proud and be pleased. And so thus the theater was built. It provided a place for black doctors and dentists. And it had places for other business people, as well as a coffee pot restaurant and a drugstore. So it was like an amalgamation of shops and places where black people could go and really be proud.
Here in modern times, the building continues to serve her community. It is a reminder of the Walker principles. The legacy is carried on.
She vowed that she would build a place where the minority community could come and enjoy themselves and enjoy cultural events. So her daughter brought out that dream for her. Unfortunately, she wasn't able to see it. But again, to make it a gathering place, we have a lot of small businesses that are located here, professionals. And so it's trying to get them back to the Avenue and bring up the downtown area, because they really can't afford some of the higher rent places in the downtown buildings.
And so the Walker Building is still being used to promote the progress of her people. The theater, with its African-Egyptian motif and terracotta trim, is fulfilling a purpose.
The theater is being used for various types of shows. We're not as large as some of the other theaters, so therefore we try to accommodate those shows that are possibly passing through. We have a lot of children's activities that go on here, and the stage is built so that those children feel comfortable, not being intimidated by looking out at a huge audience.
These days, this old landmark is a monument amid new surroundings. Except for a few old historic structures, the Walker Building is the only link to a fabled past. It does, however, stand poised to carry its message into the 21st century.